Good morning, this is Bulbul Thaplial and this is The World This Morning from our New Delhi studios. Here are the top headlines for the day. Russian drones raid Kyiv for third night, debris hits districts. Zelensky gets warm words from NATO, but no membership guarantee. Palestinian President Abbas visits Jenin refugee camp after devastating Israeli military raid. Roadside bombings in Mexico killed 6 in act of terror. Former Sri Lankan President Sirisena pays first installment of compensation to Easter terror attack victims. Thailand's PITA faces Judgment Day as Parliament votes on PM. India's heat wave worsens, claims hundreds of lives, threatens millions. BBC presenter Edwards at centre of sex photo scandal. Volcano erupts in uninhabited valley in southeast Iceland. Now, news in detail. Russian drones struck Kyiv for the third night in a row on Thursday, July 13th. The debris from the destroyed drones hit several districts of the city, including the Solomyansky district, where one person was killed. The attack comes as Russia intensifies its assault on Ukraine, and they have raised concerns about the safety of civilians in Kyiv. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky was given warm words but no membership guarantee from NATO leaders at the alliance's summit in Vilnius on Wednesday. Zelensky had been hoping for an assurance that Ukraine would join NATO after the war with Russia was over. But instead, he was told that the membership would be invited when allies agree and conditions are met. Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas visited the Jenin refugee camp in the occupied West Bank on Wednesday, a week after a devastating Israeli military raid that killed 12 Palestinians and injured hundreds more. Abbas's visit was his first to the camp since 2005. He met with the local leaders and toured the damage caused by the raid. Abbas condemned the raid as a crime against humanity and called for an international investigation. At least 6 people were killed and several others injured in a series of roadside bombings in Mexico on Tuesday. The bombings took place in the states of Veracruz, Puebla, and Tabasco, and they are believed to be the work of drug cartels. The attacks come amid a surge in violence in Mexico, and they have raised concerns about the country's security situation. Former Sri Lankan President Maithripala Sirisena has paid the first installment of 15 million Sri Lankan rupees in compensation to the victims of 2019 Easter terror attacks. The payment was made ahead of a deadline set by Sri Lanka's Supreme Court. The attacks, which killed 269 people and injured over 500, were the deadliest in Sri Lanka's history. Pita Limjaroenrat, the reformist leader of Thailand's Move Forward party, faces an uncertain vote as he runs for Prime Minister at the opening of Parliament. He needs the support of lawmakers appointed by the same military leaders who overthrew the government in 2014. But he also faces legal challenges which could disqualify him. The heat wave in India has worsened, with temperatures surpassing 49 degrees Celsius in some parts of the country. Hundreds of people have been evacuated from their homes in the Indian capital Delhi after the Yamuna River swelled to a 45-year high following heavy rainfall. The water levels are expected to continue to rise, and authorities have warned that further evacuations may be necessary. One of Britain's leading television presenters, Dan Edwards, has been named as the BBC presenter at the centre of a sex photo scandal. The broadcaster said that Edwards had been suspended after explicit photos of him were shared online. Edwards has apologized for his actions, saying that he was deeply sorry for any hurt or offense he had caused. A volcano erupted in an uninhabited valley in southwest Iceland on Monday, July 10th. The eruption is in the Fagradalsfjall volcano system, which has erupted twice in the past 2 years, without causing any damage or disruption to flights. The lava fissure appears small at first sight, but scientists are monitoring the situation closely. These were the top news headlines for today. Stay tuned to Democracy News Live for more news updates.